A former mainstream rapper went on TikTok and exposed just how artists are essentially being forced into selling their souls to these record labels that they are a part of. Okay. And when you listen to what he's saying and how they're making this happen, and then you go back and look at some of the things that artists have said about record labels, it actually makes a lot of sense. Okay. And I believe this is a good example of when the Bible is talking about what a person can profit, or what would a person profit by gaining the whole world and losing their soul in the process. Okay. I want to show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Let's hop into this video, watch it, and react to it. Before we do me a quick favor. Hit that like button for the algorithm so that this video can reach more people like yourself. I truly appreciate you guys. Let's hop in.
One of the biggest songs in history at one point in time. I was literally on top of the world. Now, let me tell you this. I could have been a much bigger artist if I would have sold my soul, right? And a lot of people joke about that. They say, you got to sell your soul to do this and do that. See, the thing with me was I played it so smart. I didn't have to sell my soul, but I'm still doing good in life, right? Now, when you sign to a record label and you're making them millions and millions of dollars, this is one of the first things they do. And this is what they did to me. And it's all love to the label, by the way. No disrespect. They took me to a store to go shopping, right? And I was going to buy the materials out of the store that I wanted, right? And they stopped me and said, wait. No, don't spend your own money. Spend this money. And they gave me a black card. They said, anything you want, studio time, music video, whatever you want, this is the card you use. No more spending your own money. And that's where all the artists mess up. They get that card and they buy houses, cars, and everything. And when I tell you I made the label millions, I made the label millions. Believe it or not. So pretty much what I did, that first time they gave me that card, I swiped it. And that was the only time I ever swiped it. Because in my mind, I had already studied the game. I studied the game since a kid. So every time they asked me if I wanted to pay this, and pay that. Matter of fact, I even gave the card back. So what a lot of artists do when they sign and they get these big, huge budgets and get these cards and all that, they're paying for features, they're paying for music videos, they're paying for everything to leave them in debt. And then all the artists blow up and get super famous because they got this feature, they paid for this ad, they paid for this, they paid for that. But they're not realizing, buddy, you got to pay this back. And there's only a few artists that stay on top of the world forever. The majority of them start good and then they start going down. So after they spend all that money, there's no way to pay that back, right? But see, the thing with me was I never spent the money. So I was only receiving paychecks. A lot of the artists that you think are the most famous artists in the world, they're not receiving any paychecks because they got that card and they ran it up. And they only owe money. So at this point, they can't make money. Like, you probably got more money than a lot of your favorite artists, right? And that's the thing. You would see a lot of artists capping and snapping and all that. But then artists would come to my house, right? And the thing was, I bought a house, but I didn't buy the biggest house in the world. Like every rapper, they bought a house with the 50,000 cars and all this. I just bought me a house. It was a 4 or 5 bedroom. I just bought me a normal shmorma house. But it was cool. It was good enough for me. That's all you need, right? And later on, I ended up flipping that house. So while all this is happening, I'm just thinking about the long run, how everything's going to be in the next 10 years. I don't think for today or tomorrow. I think for 10 years from now.
It's already common knowledge that artists get advances, right? So when they get signed to a label, they don't have the success already. They don't really have sales, right? They don't have platinum songs and Billboard songs and stuff like that, but they still have the money. It's because they're getting advances, right? But the thing about advances is you have to pay that back. It's an advance. It's something that it's a loan pretty much that they're giving you and you got to pay it back. So something that I'm thinking about is some of the artists that we see that are doing things that are just weird, right? Or making songs that are demonic, making songs that doesn't make any sense. Like they didn't start off doing this kind of music, but now the music have taken a course of change. The music is now in a different direction from when they started. And the artists don't seem happy. They don't seem like they're enjoying themselves. I wonder if they're paying debt to the people that have giving them these advances. and the things that they're doing, like you're forced to do these videos. You're forced to have this persona because it's all under contract that you are assigned to this label, and this label can make you do the things that they want you to do.
That's how I think, right? And that's the reason why my song still makes money forever. It's never going to stop making money. That song is going to forever make money. But so a lot of the artists, they're stuck in these deals and they can never get out because they owe the label money. Like there's nothing like they literally can't get out. And they're like, when they fall off and their stuff isn't popping anymore, the only way to get out is paying the label, and you're not getting it. But your music is always making money. If you ever had a huge song before, your music is always making money, right? So now, you might not be able to pay the label, right? But your music is still paying the label. Yeah, you spent all that money. The label don't have to pay you nothing until you get every single dollar that they spent on you back. So they just keeping everything coming in. They just keeping it. You're not making anything anymore. And you're just feeling like crap. You know what I mean? And my thing was, I felt like I was doing all the work when I was signed to a label. I was doing the internet. That's my thing. I studied the internet. I figured the internet out. The label didn't really do like any promotion on me or anything. I did everything. And they were just taking a percentage, right? So you know what I did on one of my paychecks that I got? I went like 5 months without getting paid from the label, right? To buy myself out the contract. I literally took my money that I was supposed to get paid and I gave it all to the label. I was like, here, y'all keep all this. I want out the deal. I bought myself out of the contract. So now when I drop songs, every single dollar that I make, it comes to me and the producers. Half of the songs that I make, I produce them, right? And this is how a lot of artists are cooked. Like,
okay, so I want to show y'all this video of I think his name's YK Osiris. I remember him. He was, you know, he made some pretty big hits a couple of years ago, and he was around some of the big artists such as Drake, as you're about to see in this video. And he's still in the industry. I believe that he still makes songs, but he also made videos about the industry. And part of this makes me wonder if he was involved in the kind of stuff that the other guy was talking about, owing debts to the labels, but being forced to be a part of the labels and make music continuously, even though you're not making a lot of money. I wonder if he was a part of that. Okay, but this is a video of him having to perform his song in front of Drake to pay off a $60,000 debt to Drake. And it could be, you can say this is them joking around, but I'm gonna show you the next video of him that is a little more serious about the industry. But let's check this one out first.
You owe me 60 bands, and you have to perform the song right now in the crib. What are we talking about? What are you talking about? I'm giving you an out. I'm not Baby. I'm not Boosie. You don't owe me no 2 rags, 5 rags. You owe me 60 bands. I'm playing the song right now. You ready? I need a full. You won't owe me no money right now. I swear. I need a full.
So as you can see in the last video, he's playing around. He is performing the song to pay off his $60,000 debt to Drake. And in this video, he takes a totally different tone. He actually is low-key exposing the industry and saying that this is not a blessing. Being a part of the industry, the rap industry is not, this rap industry is not a blessing, and that it's actually the devil blessing you. It's not God blessing you. That's what he's saying. Let's check it out.
Saying you're not using God in vain, in his name in vain, that's not a blessing from God. Stop saying it's a blessing from God. It's not a blessing. It's a blessing from the devil. If you're not using his name, it's a blessing from the devil. So stop saying that it's a God blessing. Because y'all always talking about these rappers, always talking about and giving y'all all these stupid talks. Oh, this God bless it, what God wants you to do. No, this is not what God wants you to do. You go through all this shit. The devil give you all this money, go through all this to destroy yourself. You destroy yourself. This is not God blessing, my. God don't want you to do no. God don't want you to talk about no sex, money, cars, clothes, and hoes. What makes you think it's a blessing? What makes you think that? You see, I'm gonna tell you something. They always want you to You know what these rappers, all these singers, all these big rappers y'all look up to? They always tell you what the good part about, but they never tell you what the bad part. And that's crazy, man. Yeah, they got all this money, but they dealing with emo spirits. They dealing with killing themselves. They dealing with, man, come on, man. This is the devil's game. This is not no God's game. This right here for you to look up to me. This right here is for you to look up to me. If I don't wear this, you don't look up to me. If rappers don't do what they do, you won't look up to them. If these people not who they are, you won't look up to them. You won't want to be like them. That's why the game would never end, because there's always somebody want to be like somebody else. These rappers, life is not good. What y'all think it is? All this money they got, guess what it is? Guess what? It's a game. Don't think these people life is good, man. Don't think it, man.
Here's another artist talking about how there are actual slaves in the industry that are forced to do things according to what the record label says. And these people are not godly. I think YK Osiris, I think he believes in God, but he's not living a life for God. He's not committed his life to Jesus. And so they're not giving you spiritual advice, but they're letting you know the truth about the industry that they are a part of, okay? They're letting you know the truth about the industry that they are a part of, that they've seen things that take place in industry, and they really don't want any parts of it, but they may still be within the industry because they are signed to record labels. They owe money. Okay. Now, Bobby Shmurda says that he doesn't owe money, but he's talking about how there are rappers that do, and they become slaves to the industry. Let's check it out.
Talk about it because I'm not on your label. I'm not a slave. I'm not winning none of these slaves. So they don't talk about, you're the biggest slave. Like NBA is like one of the biggest slaves in the game. He's one of the biggest slaves to them. So they're gonna go crazy for boy. You feel me? They're gonna make sure all the y'all see on YouTube is fake views. All the fake, everything that y'all see. On my dead grandmother, all is fake. It's for 1 million views. It's $4,000 cash on game. On my dead grandmother. That's what these labels do. You feel me? They kick that out and they push that. They help it too, because they pay like the radio $2,000 every station. Every people they pay like $2,000 a pop to get the playing on things. So everything y'all listening to is just all altered. Altered means fake, that this was paid for so y'all minds can listen to this. I'm a real, so they can't get me with that. You feel me? I don't listen to.
What he's saying would make sense because Bobby Shmurda is not on radios. As far as I know, he's not on any big radio stations. And there are people that are on these bigger radio stations. And by this time, we know that they're paying for themselves to be on these stations. The record labels are paying to put these artists on these stations. They're paying to put these artists in front of people's faces so that you can become fans of these artists. And therefore, you're going to listen to their music, and their music is going to infect you. The music is going to infect your mind. It's going to infect your spirit. It's going to cause you to do things that are not godly. It's going to cause you to do things that is following Satan and after Satan's goals, which is to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay, but this is all done by the record labels. They're putting these people in front of our faces and forcing people to like them, forcing people to follow them, to adore them, to become fans of them, to idolize them over God. And then the end, like he said, the end goal is to just mess you up. The end goal is to just cause disruption. It's to cause problems. It's destroying people. It's destroying people, okay? DMX talks about this in this next video that I want to show you. Let's check it out.
The game is bullshit, man. The game is fucking bullshit. If you want to rap or sing or whatever, don't become a part of the game. You know what? Listen to a song I called The Industry. And that pretty much explains, you know what I'm saying, what it's about. The industry. Man, it's not the same. The industry, it's not a fucking game. The industry, real niggas is dying to get in the industry just to find they don't fit in. The industry ain't what it used to be. The industry's trying to control the way you MC. They want you to dress like this and talk like that. But I'm going to dress like this and talk with the gap. The industry got y'all word meaning nothing. The industry, fuck what you heard, because he's bluffing. The industry, money, just hate. But I dare you to try to take a fucking thing off my plate. The industry like, wait, but in the streets, we like, get them.
They're exposing the truth about these industries. They're exposing the truth about what's really taking place. And you know what? Part of me does wonder, would these actors, rappers, would these people be doing the things that they're doing? The ones that we see and we say, hey, why are they wearing this? Hey, why are they speaking like this? Why are they a part of this movement, right? They didn't start off like this. Why have they changed? I wonder if they're being forced to do these things. I wonder if they are complying to the people that pay them. I wonder if they're complying to the people that control literally everything that they are, everything that they do, all the money they have, their lifestyle. Are they actually slaves to the industry? Do they have a choice? Like YK Osiris was saying, that lifestyle can mess you up. It can mess you up. And the only way that I can see this ending, honestly, the only way I can see that weight coming off of someone is to give it to Christ, to give the weight to Christ. And then even if you are owned by a record label, when you give yourself to Christ, none of that matters anymore. Even if they take your life is secured through Christ, through God. And then I'm sure a lot of them have seen some of the spiritual things that are taking place, the evil spiritual things. So I'm pretty sure they probably know that God exists. I wonder if they're so far from him that maybe they're afraid to go to God. Maybe they just don't have it in them. It's hard for them to really give themselves to Christ. But I don't know. Matthew 11 says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." I think the best decision for someone who has been a slave to the industry will be to run away from it all and give their lives to Christ, because then they'll find true rest. They will find someone who's willing to carry the burdens and carry the weight of their past, the weight of their sins, the weight of their troubles, and they'll find true rest. All right, look, let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section. Okay, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and hit the post notification bell so you do not miss another video. My name's Aaron Page. I'll catch y'all on the next video. Until next time, I'm out.